As a fellow, we worked trying to solve homelessness in Silicon Valley. So we partnered with a lot of organizations, and we started our own student organization at SJSU for the last 6 months.
So we work to address housing and homelessness issues in the city of San Jose. Our big picture goal was that we wanted to create the first ever sanctioned homeless encampment in the city of San Jose. But since that was such a large thing, we did smaller things such as a toiletry drive to get supplies for homeless students here. And we did other things such as update the school website to make it easier for homeless students to find the resources they require.
So I learned that to be able to just go through with the processes of everything, the bureaucracy, working with other organizations, working with students in general, just knowing that everyone works at a different pace, and that being able to accommodate for that and being flexible, still get stuff done even if it's not the time frame that we wanted initially.
So I learned about myself that I am capable of being part of these campaigns of doing social justice and social change, but that a lot of the time you can just feel uncertain what progress you're truly making and if your actions are actually truly making an impact, but that doing the work is extremely rewarding, and that although when you're doing it day in, day out, it's hard to see the progress you've made. After a couple months looking back at what you've done, it is evident to see that the effort you put in is, at the very least, getting the ball rolling.
Well, for one, I learned that the students of San Jose State actually care about homeless issues, and I feel like as a student organization, we facilitated their want to help other students and homeless in general. Another thing that was cool was learning that our partner organizations really cared and enjoyed that other students are involved in wanting to help San Jose in general and just the homelessness cause.
I learned that housing, at the very least in the city of San Jose, is an extremely complex issue. When I first started, I thought it was simple. The solution was obviously affordable housing, but at the same time having an immediate band-aid to the issue, if you will, within a sanctioned homeless encampment. But the more involved you get, the more you realize that there are just layers of bureaucracy, such as zoning ordinances, getting supplies, and making sure the city and water district are both on board with the land usage. And it's just a lot of bureaucracy that I didn't see coming.
Oh yeah, for sure. Working with different types of people and different organizations, working with different students in different departments, and just a whole slew of people that you work with, and that diversity and the different types of work styles is applicable to almost any type of work that we will do in the future. And I don't think that any other type of internship would do something like that, in terms of diversity at least. And the fact that we're our own organization, we students do our own set of work and kind of assign random tasks, and being bound to a certain position in a different place might not give you that opportunity to try different tasks, and maybe seeing that maybe some other things are better for you than others.
The thing I learned was teamwork and strong communication skills, regardless of what the project is, whether it's social justice, whether it's marketing, whether it's really any kind of teamwork. Communication is key, and that's something I definitely learned the value of. Making sure that you are not just on the same page as your team, but able to understand what your teammates are trying to say even when they can't fully articulate their thoughts is something that I have learned is essential regardless of what your team's end goal is.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I think for one, just having a more concrete set of steps to reach the goal that we're trying to achieve will really help. Recruiting, for one, a mass recruiting process instead of just the fragmented process that we've had to recruit new students, and just to build momentum for the organization in general. And holding yourself and others accountable for certain things that we had to do would really keep the goal in motion.
The biggest thing I learned that I'm going to use in my future is that when you are trying to address a social justice issue and impact the world in some way, you can't also forget to take care of yourself along the way. If you are not managing to meet your own needs, you're going to be kind of useless to those you wish to help and those you wish to turn into leaders. And it's really just a matter of, one, realizing how difficult and draining this work is, and realizing the self-care that is necessary to treat a social justice campaign more so like a marathon and less like a sprint.